By the time I came to the treatment center, things were in shambles. I had abandoned my family. I was basically unemployable, and along the way had lost a couple of very good jobs in the radio industry. I was on welfare, and I was running out of money, or I was out of money, and was beginning to even commit petty crimes to support my habit. For me, until I came into into the University of Pennsylvania Treatment Center, I didn't realize that there was a difference between a desire or a craving to smoke crack cocaine and the actual action. They were inseparable for me. One was laid directly on the other, and I had no idea if they were different. And through a variety of different tools, I came to be able to do that here, to learn that here. One of the tools was the relaxation, and the relaxation I did not use in personally in direct response to craving, but rather I use it in the morning and the night as kind of a preemptive strike to kind of keep the craving off of me. One of the tools that worked the best for me was the imagining the dire consequences of using, because clearly as an addict, when you want to get high, what you think about is the pleasure principle of it. The, boy, I can't wait, this is going to happen, it's going to feel like this, I know how it feels, and it's going to be great. After each period of pleasure, it's followed by a period of despair, usually closely following when you run out of your money. And those periods were closer and closer together for me. And at the treatment center, I learned when I had a craving to think it all the way through to the end, which was eventually broke and in some form of humiliation, and sometimes taking part in risky behavior to continue to support your habit. I've been clean and sober for 4.5 years. I eventually began to get better because I knew something bad was going to happen to me. I didn't know if I was going to die or do time in prison, but so I knew my time was up and something bad was going to happen. Right now I feel like my sobriety is very solid, although I continue to take steps today to keep it that way, because although my sobriety is solid, the consequence of any relapse, in my opinion, will be fatal to me. I abandoned my family totally. The for sale sign was on my house, and yet I was back with my wife and daughter. I was able to see my wife through a disease that ended up being fatal, but I was able to end up being there for her. My daughter's 17 years old right now, very well adjusted, and recently received a scholarship to Tulane. I'm back. I was back in my career, and in fact surpassed any success that I had before. And I think it's important to know, because it's could give hope to people.